Hey, gorgeous conscious creators. This is a February 2022 energy interpretation. My name is Casey Knight. The frequency name that I love to play in is Aurora Light. And every month I love to feel into the energy of what's coming up, what's like manifesting. And it always comes through differently. Sometimes it's words. In the past, it's just been tones that I have shared with light language, but this month it came through in images that I was able to translate almost into poetry. It felt just like a wave of energy has been coming through, and for some, they have been prepared for this wave. They saw it coming and they were just like, woo, like someone at a wave pool. And it was just this little like intense experience of up and down. And for others that were not looking and did not see the wave come crashing through, there was a trying to catch their breath energy because it shifted and changed a lot of things. Other images that came through were a flower just coming through the crack in concrete with its vivid colors contrasting against the dull gray, showing that life finds a way. I also tuned into the energy of February and felt a balloon rising, and then it popped and it rained confetti down all over the earth. And there were people who saw the balloon come through the air currents, pop, and when the confetti rained down, it was like, oh, isn't that interesting? That balloon had confetti in it. What a surprise. There were other people who are going to hear that pop and their nervous systems are so activated that they're like, oh my gosh, what is that? Danger. And it's going to feel as though they are under attack. And there's also an energy coming through for people that didn't even hear the pop, they didn't see the balloon, but they are seeing and feeling the confetti. And it's just like, oh, what the heck is that energy? And some people are making all kinds of stories up about this confetti because they didn't see the balloon. It's these three different energy streams that I'm feeling for people in February, right? Some people have been able to zoom out to see the larger picture, or they were just paying enough attention just by happenstance to where things were moving, and other people are taken unaware and feeling so much about this same situation. And that is going to be energetically what's happening. While still being polarity, there's like those three streams that are kind of occurring all at the same time, right? There are people who are feeling and hearing a soul calling to a clarion call that went out sort of in December and January, around that solstice time, who have decided that it is finally time, that they're not waiting any longer to step up into their full soul gifts. And I'm seeing people basically cast off the cloak that they've been wearing, and they're like, all right, it's time, even though I am afraid. They're trembling, they're trepidatious, they're like feeling the energy that staying hidden is actually getting too uncomfortable, so they must step into their soul gifts and their radiance. And for some people, this is going to look like moves in different careers. For some people, it's going to look like activism. For other people, it's going to be just new levels and layers of authenticity. People will be discovering the power they have within them to use their voice at deeper levels. And they'll be looking not necessarily to people who have come first. In that, some will, of course, some people are always looking for examples. And then there are others who are just going to be, I'm seeing this image of people like a kid just like barging out of a door and into the outside world, just like screaming and just being like, ah, feeling this freedom of expression after being contained for so long. So again, these images were coming in with poetry and possibility. There was also an energy very much at the end of January coming into the beginning of February of the polarity continuing to expand, and for people to be extra fighty about it. Let's just put it how it is, right? My way versus your way, without any acknowledgement of how many different perspectives there can be on a planet like this. There is a lot of that fourth dimensional belief system exploration that is being played out right here. And for some that have been witnessing this for a long time, they're just at their end of their rope. There are light workers, conscious creators, maybe like you, who are like, when will people understand that the division is not necessary? And I want to say to you that we have to understand that this exploration of polarity is an absolutely necessary step on the way to unity. People are coming into their power, and that is pushing the polarity even further. And it's also exciting. One of the best ways I've heard this described is by Jason Estes, who has explained that fourth dimensional frequency as having an empowered victim mentality available to people, instead of just feeling like a victim, right? In that space of, well, the higher 4D levels, the empowered victims, like, I have been wronged and I am going to do something about it. And there's a lot of like rage and fight against and us versus them energy that's going to be bubbling up. Everything is being illuminated. And the other images that have been coming through for this month, for what has been just transpiring and what is going to be transpiring, is as though we are panning for gold. But as we're lifting this pan up out of the dirt and out of the water, there's still all of the dirt mixed in with the rocks, and everything is being shaken right now. And the things that are not for us are going to fall through the cracks. But right now we're in the phase of like the gold and the dirt just like pummeling and shaking, and some of it's falling, and it just feels so very chaotic. And for some who have been in this space of understanding where we're headed towards the unity consciousness as humanity's evolution is accelerating, there is an energy of, can we just arrive, please? Take good care of your heart right now. Take breaks from looking at where the world is. When you witness people exploring their power and exploring their voice and exploring their ability to be a creator, honor that. Honor your ability to be a creator. And there is another space, another opportunity. And I actually spoke a bit more into this in my last video that you can just see with a collective reading just from yesterday. And this was about what was transpiring right now and towards it's infiltrating into the beginning of this month. There was a very strong energy of the visionary coming through, soaring up and being able to see beyond one single perspective, seeing the whole of it, how all truths can simultaneously exist at once and create the tapestry of the larger picture. Right? Being able to see from that visionary eagle or beyond to the highest self, being able to see all of time and space together and being like, it's all part of the process, part of the game, part of the picture, and everybody is playing their part. And that soaring energy is to be also pulling the possibility of that unified all perspectives level into now and embodying it now and noticing how we can bring through that into this current reality of polarization, hold the field of unified, all that is possibility coexisting with the polarity, and anchoring it into the earth field and being that, rippling it out through the energetic field. It will take time for that to be physicalized on the planet. That is where we are headed, to a space where people can have a variety of perspectives and opinions, and we won't all get along, but we will respect and honor the differences and be like, and this is yours, perfect. That's not for me, but that's okay. I respect and honor, that's where you're at. And there will be mutual respect for all of the different perspectives and experiences and understanding. And I, for one, personally can't wait, but we get to work with it energetically before we see it in the physical. So no matter which space or place that you are at, if you are feeling like it is time to pick up the sword and charge into this newly found expression of empowered voices to make change, enjoy that process. If you are in that, hey, I'm just going to pull down the unified field codes for the people and hold that as the example of where we are headed, hold that. But please understand that every single person who's at a different part of the journey of that evolutionary pathway that we are all on through this evolution of consciousness is doing exactly what they are supposed to be doing right now. So we can remove all judgments, we can remove all shoulds and woulds and understandings that it's all part of this process, right? We are creating something new together energetically. The seeds have already been planted. The flowers are already blooming in places that we would not expect, like that concrete. There is already magical glitter confetti raining all over the planet. This polarity is a necessary step on the way to unity. Honor yourself for being here right now, and let creativity help you process what is transpiring in this now moment and what is to come, because there are going to continue to be these waves, these balloons popping that are going to startle us, that are going to seem like they're terrible, dangerous things, but then rain down some cool new codes and information and magic. February is going to be, and all of these months are going to continue to be interesting, diverse experiences for everyone. Continue to take good care of yourself as you are moving through, but also know that spring is coming, okay? I am honoring all those who are hearing that soul call and stepping into their soul gifts at that next level. I am honoring all those who are stepping in as leaders who are here to support and serve humanity. I want to invite those who are feeling like they are ready for another level of abundance, prosperity, connection with the earth, stepping into that soul purpose, to join me for a free masterclass in exploration of how we are able to work with the earth, with Gaia, with the elements, to amplify our abundance and our prosperity so we can have the energy and the impact to really consciously create this world that we want to see. This masterclass is going to be 3-4 days long, starting February 11th. There is a link that you can use to register. I would love to see you there, whether you already identify as a coach, healer, teacher, guide, a practitioner, a retreat facilitator, a content creator, or a light leader, earth angel, or you just feel like this is where you're supposed to be heading and you're not quite there right yet. Come and join me. It'll be a beautiful opportunity to connect with your personal, elemental bundle of codes for you in this now to expand your impact, your prosperity, your connection to all that is. Your purposeful codes as well, which are what you are here to do and what moves you get to make that are very specific to you. And then also how you can bring that into your professional career, business, your embodied experience with how you are making money in this world, right? Because money is just energy, and it is time for all of the light leaders, those conscious visionaries, to have more of it so that we can have the energy to have the impact, to do all the things that we are here to do, to create. Sending you all of my love. Make sure you register at the link either below or beside. And if you enjoyed this energy update, if you're watching on YouTube here, please make sure that you like and subscribe. I am in the middle of doing a live 365 challenge, so I am posting a lot of content right now. If you have questions, if you'd like me to expand upon anything, if you have a topic that you would like me to share more on, please leave that in the comments below. And I am sending you all of my love. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Walk into February with your heart open if you can, and if not, do whatever you need to do for you to be able to feel safe enough to open your heart to the possibilities of those flowers blooming where we least expect it.